Hi everyone, I'm really disappointed. I'm going to miss all of your reflections today. However, I am really grateful for the 21st century skills that I have so that I can make this video and still be able to share out my reflections with you. Looking back on the past 2 years in my mentoring program, I think one of the biggest impacts this program has had has definitely just been in the fact that it provides me with a mentor. My mentor, Pam Anderson, has been with me for the last 2 years, and I can't stress how much I have valued her and the support she's provided me with this entire process. We have met on a minimum of once a month, and I probably talk to her on the phone at least once a week. I probably email her once a day. Your mentors are a really, really great resource, and if you aren't utilizing yours, I would really, really suggest that you do. They just have so much knowledge and support that they can provide you that it really takes the stress off of things sometimes. Whenever I have a question or a problem and I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure how I can resolve this in the most efficient way possible, the first person I'm talking to is my mentor, and if she doesn't have an answer, she will find someone else that will, or she will help me communicate to someone else how I can solve the problem. So I think that in itself has made the mentor experience for me so very valuable, and not only just with the daily support, but the whole portfolio process. Pam and I met in this year especially. We really focused on my artifacts and collecting them, and before my portfolio was due, her and I took some time to go through my portfolio together so I could kind of script what I was going to say to Georgie, and it really made a huge impact in how it kind of eliminated some of the nerves that I had, and actually made the experience a little less stressful. So like I said, I just can't say enough positive things about the mentoring program and how they match you with someone who is so suitable for you. Having Pam in the same sector and in the same profession is just outstanding. She knows everything that I'm going through. In terms of some of the other professional learning that we've done in the past 2 years, my 2 professional development plans, I think of the 2, the one we completed this year was definitely the most challenging because it was changing the way we did our practice, and it was a lot of information to take in, and we're working on simplifying that for next year, but it was something that needed to be done, and I think we've done a great job in showing how we can really contribute to things and help the classrooms be a little more effective in how they can help resolve the speech problems, so that way our caseloads are a little bit smaller as well. And even just in the past few years, from last year to this year, I've definitely become more organized and efficient, but I think that's with any career. Your first year is always kind of you running around with your head cut off, and the next year like, all right, I got this. You still have some questions and problems that come up, but for the most part, you know what to expect. You know what the guidelines and the protocols and all the acronyms stand for, or at least most of them. Sue Wiley, I'm hoping you got some more this year. Just kidding, kind of. But yeah, overall, it's been a really much easier experience this year. Next year I'll be in a whole new sector, and I feel like I'll be kind of starting over in terms of learning the classroom and the teachers and the students, but at least I know all the policies and procedures. And also, I think one of my biggest next steps for the next few years, not being in the mentor program, is just going to be keeping organized, especially for these artifacts. Now I know, I was just telling Georgie in my meeting a few days ago, now I know what I am looking for. So when I get an email from a parent that's like, oh, thanks for blah, 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 and I'm like, hey, this totally relates to our professional development plan, it's going to go in a folder immediately. So then in 3 years from now, when I'm up for my portfolio review again, I'll be like, wow, I've got this stuff all together. and it'll be something that's a little more simpler and something that I understand a little bit more. So thanks for giving me this opportunity to share out my experiences. I hope this video works, and I hope you guys have a great summer.